Welcome to Factorio Train World. My name is Nila. So this is episode 11 of our Let's Play. So what we've done is we have now created our basic oil production. The coal here is coming back. It's looking good. In the last episode, I mentioned that I wanted to do an unloader, a balanced unloader. And as much as I'd like to do this, there are actually some things I'd like to do even more than that. And what I'd like to do even more than that is actually getting my red circuit production up and running. Because there's nothing really preventing us from getting red circuits operational now. As we have red circuits being produced, then I just need that to flow for a while, because red circuits take a silly amount of time. So while that is increasing, that's probably a good idea or a good time for me to do something else. So this one, yeah, this is a mess. A glorious mess, but a mess nonetheless. I'm gonna need some copper, and I don't feel like getting it up here and getting it into that mess. So we're gonna sneak it by here. It's a weird setup, I know. But I think I mentioned it before that this is only temporary. Like everything in life actually somehow is. And I'm also gonna need some of these. So how about just doing this part? There. And these will now sort of go hand in hand towards where we want them to be made. And let's, yeah, I'm gonna have to get them all the way over here. I think, yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's make we are going to make a red circuit build. It's going to be the way I always make it. So first we build it and then we rebuild it. Unfortunately, that's a lot of redoing things, but maybe I can cut down on some of the robot action here. Here. 1 in, 2 out. 1 in, 2 out. So what happens here is this one and that one will be copper. They'll go in here, go on the inside a belt here and here. They'll be picked up, and then on the outside belt there will be a copper wire. Yeah, so copper wire will be imported here. That's one ingredient we need. And aside from this, we are going to have the middle one. Oops, already mistakes were made. Cut. And it's actually like this, I think. Yeah. This is the red circuits outbound. And inbound, we're gonna have something here. These two belts will contain plastic and green circuits each. Now I do have the option of either I can have one dedicated green and one dedicated copper and then have them reach across, or I can split each belt with half on each, and I prefer that. For the simple reason that it gives me some more flexibility later on when I want to add modules, because then I can add modules in this space here. Exactly there. I could not do that if I did the other thing, so it means bit more work on some, but it'll be better. Okay, that's a lot of lights. I mean, I do like my lights, but not this many. Good. So this one, is this going to be where it is? I don't know. You know, let's just cut it and get it over here. I'm gonna need batteries on this location as well, so let's build it at this point. So I'm gonna get this is going to be copper coming in, and this is going to be green circuits coming in. So copper comes in here, gets split up to that one, and over to this one, and everyone's happy. Green circuits comes in here and becomes kind of awful, I guess. Actually, this one should probably just go upwards. This is... I wonder if there's a good way to do this. Like this? I think this is a better way of doing it. Yeah. I could also make it like this, and then... yeah, something like this. This one goes in on the inside, and this one goes on the outside, and it should all just work. What an awful mess, spaghetti mess here, but it is what it is. And we'll just double it here and here. So now the initial thought would be like, oh, this is amazing. We're going to get so many of these. Except, no, we're not. We're not going to get a lot of these. This is going to be making 1 per minute, 1 per second, and it's going to be making 1 per second. So that's going to be a whole lot of nothing. Yet, it is what we can do. And I'm going to be super naive and put all of these boxes here, which will obviously never ever be filled. Oh, these two go out. All right, so now we can take, and I don't want to waste my robots on it. I can draw a straight line, right? We've been known to do that before. And I don't want them to get into a fight with this. So this is the best position. And we're gonna run out of belts. That's okay. We know where more belts are available. Let's go grab the more belts. And once this is done, we will actually have exactly... we will have our red circuits built. That's okay. That's actually decent. I'm still using the yellow belts, and maybe I should just replace it, but I don't know. Also missing a lot of inserters. There, 100 more. You know, we also need these, just a few of them, in case. Anything else? Everything else looks somewhat okay. I don't have any tracks. That's... well, I do have some tracks here and there. Oh. That dirt. We can live without that dirt sound. Yep, that's the one. No, my car, don't run away. Might even park it on the path. Probably a good place to park it. And almost voila. Not quite, but almost. Hey, another coal delivery coming in. That's great. Because this coal delivery, it should saturate this one soon-ish. I don't know. Maybe. But it should saturate it. There. This is not going to be balanced. I can easily see that. It's going to be fine. All right. Let's just leave it as it is and let this one come in. Now, I've noticed an error. I don't want to really just go into it. Yeah, look at that. We are running desperately out of power now. Okay, let's think how we fix that fast and easy. Definitely, I think since we have this one, I could just take a belt out. You know what? I'm going to take a belt out. And first we're going to get some red belts because I actually want a full red belt under this. Alright, red belts. That's a lot of red belts. And maybe a few here. Okay, we are in a silly rush to get that done. Luckily we have this. Here, okay, that's a great parking spot. And I'm gonna take all of this and upgrade. Actually, I'm also going to upgrade you. And then I'm going to take this one. I really don't like that this is the way it has to be, but I think we'll drag it. We drag it out here. Where's a good place? I don't want to drag it through this. Oh, we are dead very soon. It has to be actually on the outside of this. This is the only place I can drag it through. That sucks. Go, 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 go. Let's not get that one in there. And the power, ooh, it's not good, but it's coming. We can just delete this. And removing this robots, not faster. Removing it, going up and removing the input of coal would be probably faster. So what we've done now is we've now taken our external copper supply, our external coal supply, and hooked it up to our power. That means we are now susceptible to trains running out of fuel, which is likely to happen since we don't have any automatic refueling. And this one. There. I think this is just good practice to do. Build a buffer. More of this. There. Okay, so that's done. All of this is not great. So that's going to be one of the next things. Let's actually get some of these things just. Okay, so now the whole of this depot is contained, and it only 40,000. Okay, 40,000 iron. That's not a lot. And where... I probably leave my car somewhere stupid, didn't I? Oh, it's actually all the way up there. Okay. Power restored. Without breaking a sweat. Almost. And I'm going to take this out. Oh, oops, wrong way. Is it though? No. I'll just put it in here. That had no impact at all. This one? Also irrelevant at this point. There. So this one should be full. I don't know, it's probably more than one belt, but it's certainly not a lot more than one belt. Yep. And everything else is just working. Wow, this is gloomy in there. That's actually really gloomy. This one's okay. And I guess we should get this upgraded. It's just out of range, so we can unload it faster. Alright, this is good. Let's see. Is this working? Yes, we have some. So let's make some blue circuits. Now this is going to be horrible, awful, miserable, whatever. I'm just gonna make a slow build for this. 2. And I'm going to get... I think the easiest is just doing this way. This, like this, like this. So that's going to be red circuits. They're coming from up here. This is going to be engines and sulfur. Can I even break the sulfur through this? I can break it through here. I can also break it through there. So it's probably a good idea just to take this just up a bit to this location. Yeah. Here to here. And that one will just be engines like this, but we'll get more. This one's full, great. There. This one, I can just take it down. Yeah. And again, outputs on the middle one and inputs. Oh, this one actually has to be different because they need to grab it from the both sides. That means I'm going to need to get that one because I'm needing these two from here. Yes. Then I'm going to get this one. Officially not relevant, but there and there. That's fine. And then I'm going to take that one, oops, that one, that one, that one. Input, 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 input. That's going to be the template. And we don't need a lot, but we just need a few. Like that one and that one. And yeah. Got it. This one. And look at that. We're actually almost making red circuits. Can I just put some of these things in? Oh, that one and there. Let's get some of the engines, because we are making engines somewhere. It's not a great build of engines, to be honest, but it's just enough to keep us to get us going. This is the one we used for Wonder. Okay, that's good to see that you are still operational. And up here, this teeny tiny little thing here. How many have you crafted since last time? Oh, about 197. That's actually pretty close to the final amount we need. Nice. There's a blue line here. Ta-da! Could also have been out here, but doesn't matter. Let's see. Are they all producing? Yeah, they're all producing except for the ones that are not producing. Lovely. This one's, the first one's going in. And now there's a million other suggestions about what I could do and how I would do something. So my plan right now is I'm going to pick these up. I'm going to jam them in here until we have this bit of research. That's 650, right? This is the most expensive one, but I think we maybe could potentially use it. Now, obviously, we can't just dive straight into making robots, because we need lubricant, we need the advanced processing, and all that good stuff has to be done first. But this is a good start, because after we get this, I can tear this down, and I can actually make trains come in here, because I need trains to come in here, because as you can see, I have 35,000. I need this one to start being harvested from here. I'll take these and get them into those two locations. You know, I could actually do that right now. Whoops, I see that they are going the wrong way. You know, that's actually better. I do prefer it being down there. That's closer to where I would pick them up. Yeah. And how's the first one? The first one is 75. So as soon as we have 75, we can actually start picking them up. But we don't have 75. We have nowhere near 75. Yeah, okay. You know, that's kind of actually not that far off. Let's take the first 75. They're so close, right? We got 72, 74, 75. 76. So that's the first science we can start processing. Because then we can call this episode Blue Science, because we actually have Blue Science working. And you are very welcome to yell at me for making the ugliest hack possible in terms of Blue Science. You're very welcome. Now what I want to do is I want to hold down the Z key. That means it only puts then 1. And then I'm expecting that some will be dropped on the floor. And the best way to get stuff off the floor is take that one and just check. Do we have anything on the floor? No, nothing on the floor. That means all of them are in here. That means we're going to get advanced oil processing like that. Great. So this one's operational again. Let's build some iron mine, because very, very soon we are going to run out. This is so fun. I knew that when I made this map, it was kind of weak starting position. And I was like, yeah, you know what? That's probably fine-ish. I'm going to take all of this out when I just get... All of this should go. And then I'll take my mining operations. Let's actually copy the mining operations. This one seems pretty good. It's not the right number. That's 12. That's divisible by 3. It should be 3 blocks. Great. Now I'll just get these as close as I can. Why can I not get them here? This is again more fuel being used. And that's, hey, we got our first blue signs. Nice. And yeah. What can you do about that? There. These two. And they are now operational. Oof. And I'm going to need another iron train. This is an iron ore train. I'm kind of wondering if I have too many of the big trains. Maybe this one needs to be... This should be a smaller train. This could have been a smaller train as well. On the other hand, it's only going to be iron and copper. Not plastic, for example. Plastic will not be getting there. So let's get a good loading location that loads from this side. That's going to be this one. Yeah, that's a fine loading location. We'll get 2 of those. 1, 2. We can make 2 trains. Actually, you know what? I only want 1 right now because I just don't have enough to support 2. But I want to be able to be going out here. That one. Yeah. And I will need this coming into this location, but I don't need it like this. So how would I get this in? Well, that's fine. This is not fine. Yeah. Damn. Too close. That is more oil. Great. I mean, the fact that oil keeps coming in. On one hand, it means that, yeah, well, it could mean that we are actually using it. It could also mean that we are just stockpiling it. Either way, it's nice to see that it's active. This one should be... Oh, that's a mistake. Oh, that's a mistake. That's probably been propagated a lot of states. Iron... Oh, item equal iron ore 1. Cool. We're not going to assign a train just yet. Because we don't need a train at this point. Yet. Good. This is really good. Really nice. Let's make sure that all the robots comes in. So that we are not missing anything. Good. Alright, that's a decent iron facility location thing. Now let's get this part up here done so we can... Yeah, okay. And... Okay, power is not a problem yet. All we need now is this iron to get in and get fed into this part. Which it can only be if I make some space out here. This one is almost done, and if we look at these lines, I don't think that was a smart move doing this, but I guess we do. You can see that there's still going to be somewhat of an issue here. That one. Just trying to draw it so that we can see it. See, this one can actually be done. No problem at all. We can still harvest this one. This is, well, it's going to run out in way too short time. So I have to make sure that I build all the rest before this one runs out. So that by the time it runs out, the first train is already coming in and everyone's happy. Although we should also be mindful that we actually do have a bit of iron stacked up here and there. This one is going to green circuits, which probably also has some, yeah, not a lot, but some. Cool. All right, this is where we break this episode up, because we have achieved a pretty nice step forward. That step forward is called blue science. It's not a lot, it's not awesome, it's not anything, but it's just getting there. This is because we don't have a main bus. That's because of that, it's kind of hard to get something, get this done like in a really efficient way, because building the trains is simply too slow at this point in time. So this is unfortunately how we have to do it for now. I don't mind. I hope you don't mind either. It is my desperate attempt at doing something except a main bus, something other than a main bus. Yeah, that's somewhat split out. And we're wrapping up. Thank you for joining. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, stay effective.